Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day you're listening to this podcast or you're watching this podcast. I hope this podcast finds you well. Again, my name is Oluwatomisin, Mayowa-Emmanuel, and I'm the host of Oluwatomisin Speak Podcast. So just in case this is the first time you're listening to my podcast, I want to welcome you on show. I want to welcome you to this amazing podcast. Trust me, you're going to have a wonderful time listening to this podcast. And for me, right, it's not just about you listening, it's about you taking action when necessary. I speak on spirituality, I speak on vision, I speak on purpose, and I speak on workplace. I'm very, very particular about this. And really, trust me, I think I've been away for about 2-3 months. And that story of being away for 2-3 months is just for another time. But I don't want to make a promise, but perhaps I'm talking about you have been away for like 2-3 months. And I'm just so glad to be here again recording this, doing this, and you are beautifully welcome to the month of November, because this is November podcast, and we are going to be having 2 sections. So my podcast comes up twice a month, second Sunday of the month and fourth Sunday of the month by 4 p.m. Just set your alarm and you get it. You can, when you subscribe to the YouTube page, you are going to get a notification when it goes live every Sunday. So yeah, without further ado, so I have a time that I want to stick to when it comes to my podcast. I'm trying to work with that so that we can relate together. So for the month of November, we are going to be starting out by looking at vision, a reason to live. And trust me, for me, right, vision is one of the topics that is so dear to my heart. If you know me, right, if you have listened to me before, you know that I love talking about vision. I love talking about purpose. So today we're going to be looking at vision, a reason to live, right? And I trust that even as you listen to this podcast, you are going to get the word for you, right? I believe for everything that you listen to or that you read, there's a particular word for you. You might not be able to grasp everything at once, right? But you can grasp that line, that sentence, that moment that is for you. So I truly hope that you're able to grasp that which is for you, even as you listen to this month of November podcast. So let's dive into it quickly. Life becomes stagnant and static without a sense of vision. Vision is the arrow that sets every other thing in action. Think about it. Life becomes stagnant, static, without a sense of vision. Trust me. Vision is that arrow that sets every other thing in action. It is vision. It is vision that pulls you. It is vision that brings every other thing. Vision is like that, let's say like rake that you use to gather things together when they're scattered. And you use that rake to bring it together so that you can have it in one place. That is how vision is. Vision pulls everything together and brings it to a particular place. Do you have a vision you are running with? Do you have a vision you are running with? What exactly is your vision? You have a vision you are running with, and what exactly is your vision? Now we're going to be looking at how vision shapes your life, the why of vision, reason why you need it, and reason why you can feel empty without a vision. Let's start out by looking at vision. Vision, what is vision? Vision is a picture of a preferred future. I think for me, this is one of the definition I've heard, and not just heard, right, but I've seen it as what is actually true. It is a picture of a preferred future. Vision is a picture of a preferred future. It is seeing something with your mind before it becomes a physical reality. Vision is seeing something with your mind before it becomes a physical reality. Because trust me, reality does not start at the point of physical manifestation. Reality starts from the point of conception. It's just like a woman that is pregnant. That woman is certain that she's carrying a child. She's certain that she's carrying a child. So what will happen after 9 months is that there will be a physical manifestation of it. But before that 9 months, she's certain that there's a human being that is growing on her inside. That is how vision is. It is seeing something with your mind before it becomes a physical reality. It is holding us to something even before you see it physically. It is capturing something before you see a physical manifestation of it. So what vision have you captured? And what is that thing that you can actually see, but you feel like it has not manifested? So I don't even think this is a vision that is possible. So I want you to hold on to that definition. It is seeing something with your mind before it becomes a physical reality. Vision is not a dream you have while sleeping. I know there's that thing of a vision of the night and all of that. But what we are talking about here, right, it is not a dream you have while sleeping. It is a dream that keeps you awake. I want that to just stay with you. It is not a dream that you have when you are sleeping. It is a dream that keeps you awake. And when we say keeps you awake, right, we're not literally talking about physically being awake. We're talking about being awake in your spirit. We're talking about being awake in your soul. I'm talking about you knowing that there's just something you have to get going. It is a thing you feel drawn towards, even when you are tired, when you are confused, when you are discouraged. It is like a spark of light that is awake on your inside. So the last few months that I've been away, rather, despite the fact that I was away, right, I knew there was something I was supposed to do. So that spark of light was still on my inside. The spark of light did not go, or the vision was not there again because I wasn't doing. Because really, vision is not just about doing. Vision is about becoming. Vision is not just about doing. It is actually about becoming. So you must even become first before you can even talk about doing. Because when you don't become first, what you are doing will not correlate with the person that you are. It won't even correlate with your speech. It won't correlate with your words. It won't. Vision is that thing that you feel drawn to when you are tired, when you are confused. It's like a spark of light that is awake on your inside. Now, vision answered these 3 questions. Who am I becoming? Remember what I said, right? That vision, it is about the becoming. It's not just about the doing. There's the doing process. There's the doing part. But first, it is about becoming. Who am I becoming? What impact do I want to make? Why does my life matter? Why do you think people should listen to you? Why do you think people should get your products? Why? There has to be a reason, a definite reason that you can actually give to it. The thing with vision is that you might not have it all figured out at once. But trust me, one thing I know is that the more you go, the more it expands, the more the clarity comes. And it is worth every time that you're spending on it. It is worth it. I still used to remember, there's one example I used to give, and I'm not even sure I want to dive into it, but the summary of it is that I know the person I was 6-7 years ago. It's not the same person that is speaking today. It's not the same person that is here. What happened? There's been a shift. There's been a change. And that was as a result of vision. That is what vision can do to you. It is what vision can do to you. I don't have it all figured out. Trust me. Let me say, the first time I spoke, the first time I was given the opportunity to speak, it was supposed to take me for 1 hour. But I did it for less than 30 minutes. That was because I was just stepping into that space. But today, trust me, ask me to speak as long as you want. Right? In as far I know what I'm talking about, in as far I know what I'm supposed to come and talk about and all of that, I'm going to give you my best. But it did not happen overnight. There was a process to it. Why is vision important? You know, when you finish, just take a look back. When you finish school, right? They will tell you, get a job, get a degree, get married. Even before you finish school, you say, get a degree, get a job, get married, make money, survive, and all of that. You hear all of that, right? But then vision, on the other hand, invites you to do more than survive. Vision invites you to a space where it is more than a degree. It is more than a job. It is more than making money. Vision is beyond that. Vision invites you to create, to build, to become, to possess, and to be all that is burning on your inside. That is what vision does. Remember the analogy I gave about things being scattered, right? And let's say, for instance, grasses are scattered and all of that, and you want to put them together so that you can easily just make do of it at once. You use a rake to bring them together, and you have it all together. That's what vision does. It pulls, it calls you, it invites you to create, to build, to become, to possess. That is what vision does to you. Why is vision important to you? Why should we even go for this vision? Why? Because I want you to start saying and asking yourself some certain question. Am I running with a vision? Why is my life? Where am I? Where am I even going to? What am I becoming? This vision that Oluwatomisin is talking about, what is it all about? What's the essence? Do I have to have a vision for my life? So I want you to change that narrative and start seeing things from a different perception. Why is vision important to you? It's important to you because it gives direction. You stop wandering and start moving intentionally. You know, I saw someone, today I went out and I saw someone and she was just parabolating here and there. And in my head, I'm like, if this person has a vision, she won't be wandering about. She won't be here, there. That was what just came on my inside. When there's vision, there's direction. You won't be wandering about. You will move with intentionality. Everything is with intentionality. Everything is important. You know what you want to do. They don't barge into your time anyhow. They don't do things and just come and barge into you anyhow. No. Because you are moving with intentionality. Vision builds confidence in you. Remember what I said? The first time I had the opportunity to speak, I spoke for less than 30 minutes. But with time, the vision was coming together. So it has built confidence in me. It has stopped me from vision will stop you from comparing yourself because you know where you are going. I used to say one story very well. I used to say something that, take a look at the sky, right? Perhaps you are currently sitting, moving, whatever thing you are doing now. For some, there's someone beside you. For some, nothing is beside you. Just an empty space. So which means that, let's take for instance, if every one of us, we are to go to the sky, the way we are seated or moving, there will be space. If we are to all lie down and go to the sky together, there will be space. So which means that there's space for everybody. So what's the drama all about? When there's space for everybody. What is the comparison all about? When there's space for everybody. And funny is that nobody is competing that space that is meant for you. Nobody will go and occupy it if you don't go and occupy it. I used to say something that, don't be like, somebody's already doing this thing, why should I do it? The thing is, nobody will do that thing the way you do it. There is a unique wiring with you. So it builds confidence in you. Stop comparing yourself because you know where you're going to. It fuels discipline in you. Vision fuels discipline in you. You're no longer forcing yourself. Your purpose becomes your motivation. Trust me. So today, I went out. I was not planning on going out. My husband just came back and he was like, let's go to this place now. And I'm like, I have podcast to record. And then he was saying this, that. I was just like, okay, yeah, let's go. After coming back, before we left the place, I was already tired, I was exhausted. But then, I knew what I was supposed to do. I knew that I need to do this thing today. If I don't do it today, other things will just choke me up and all of that. So it fuels discipline in you. It attracts the right people. When you stand for something, you find others who stand with you. It changes those around you and even your speech. When you stand for something, trust me, you find others who stand with you. It attracts the right people. See, when you begin to work with a vision, in purpose, it shifts you. Remember what I said about become. When you become, the right set of people will come around you. Excuse me. You attract the right set of people. You have the right set of people around you. You don't just have chosen kind of people. Because something has shifted. So even your speech, because of the things you are now taking in, the places you are finding yourself, you are seeking knowledge, you are seeking what will make this vision to grow and all of that. It changes everything. I have a quote here that the most dangerous person is not the one who has no resources. It is one who has no vision. Because when you have resources and there's no vision to it, that resources is going to go haywire. You are going to useless that resources because there is no purpose behind that resources. So you just be doing things just anyhow because there's no purpose to it. There's no vision to it. When there's vision, even when resources is not there, the vision will pull resources together. That is what vision can do. It will pull resources together. So what do you have? Do you have a vision or do you have resources? If you have resources, what are you doing with those resources? And when we talk about resources, I'm not just talking about money. Resources is way beyond that. There's human capital to it. Resources is way beyond that. Signs that shows you are living without a vision. We're talking about vision, we're talking about the reason why you need a vision. Now let's not look at it. Signs that shows that you are living without a vision. Let's do a roll call so that it can help you check yourself and ask yourself, am I living with a vision or I'm not living with a vision? You wake up and feel like every day repeats itself. There's no spark, no matter how little it is. Remember what I said, maybe in a way for some months, there was a spark. So one of the signs that shows that you're not living with a vision is that you wake up and feel like every other day is the same. There's nothing spectacular about your day. There is nothing that is burning. There's no spark. Even if it's just a little, it's not there. It's a sign that there's no vision. It's a sign that you're just living like so many other persons are living. It's a sign. You feel busy, but you're not fulfilled. It's a sign you're living without a vision. You feel so busy, you're here, you're there, and all of that. But then, there's no fulfillment. It's a sign you're living without a vision. You cannot explain why you are doing what you are doing. What you are doing currently, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? What are you even doing? What reasons can you give to it? You cannot explain it. It's a sign that something is missing. You keep abandoning projects because they don't feel meaningful. So you define your being meaningful by every other thing. Things that you see, the results. Because when you're working with a vision, at times some things will not make sense, but you keep going because you know there's something in here. You keep going because there's something in here. Lastly, on this is that you are waiting for motivation to find you. When it comes to vision, the motivation will not always be there, but the spark is always there. The motivation will not always be there, but the spark is always there. Living without a vision feels like running on a treadmill. Lot of movement, but no progress. There's a lot of movement going on, but there's no progress. But you know what? The good part is that it's not too late. Yeah, it's not too late. You can actually step into all that God has for your life. For me, right, I believe nobody is an accident. I say this. Nobody, no matter how you were born, no matter how you grew up, how you are growing, you are not an accident. Every one of us, we are all a product of beauty that God had in mind from the foundation of the earth. So it's never too late. You've seen the signs that shows that you're living without a vision. Now, how can you now walk in clarity of vision? How can you now walk in clarity of vision? The first thing is that start by asking questions. And I used to say it, whenever you get a product and you don't know how to use the product, what do? You go to the manual. So let's say for instance, you're a product. Who is your creator? So go to your creator. Let's start from there. Go to your creator. Meet the person that created you. Have conversation with the person that created you. And start by asking questions. Why am I here? Why do I live the way I live? What am I supposed to do? What kind of life do I desire? Where do I want to see myself in the next few years? The question of why brings you to that place of deep reflection, and it gives answers to your existence. Why am I here? Why do I live the way I live? What do I want to do in my life? What is the end goal? Where am I looking at? Where am I looking at? Reach out to your creator, just like I said, because he has the manual for your life. The next one is that start where you are. Start where you are. Currently, where you are, what are you doing? Remember what we said about having why? Vision, resources. Remember what we said around that. So, where you are, start where you are. Vision does not require a grand stage. It just requires responsibility. Do something. Something that aligns with what you care about. Do not despise those little things, because it will all add up. So where you are, do something. Where you are, ask yourself, is this where I want to be? Or is this not where I want to be? Ask yourself questions that triggers you, questions that pull you closer. The next is that write it down. A vision not written down is just a wish. Vision becomes clearer when you take action. So write it down. Your creator, remember, ask yourself the questions why. Start where you are, write it down. When you're asking yourself the questions why, things will come up. So write it down. The scriptures say, write the vision, make it plain, that he may run that sees it. So write it down, document it. Then lastly on this, seek wisdom, knowledge that enhances your vision. There are a lot of things that you can still do that will bring you closer to your vision. But start with this. Start where you are. So the thing is, we are always looking for that big stuff. So in the process of trying to go and look for those big stuff, we end up not doing the little things that pulls us closer to the big stuff. So we are spending and wasting a lot of time because we're looking for the big stuff, when you can actually start with the small stuff. On a final note, if you feel lost, if you feel behind, if you feel unsure, take a deep chill, take a breath, breathe. You are not late, you are not empty, you are not forgotten. You just need to step up and wake up. Remember, you are not late, you are not empty, you are not forgotten. You just need to step up and wake up. Your vision is waiting to be discovered. It's not something that is far away from you, but it's something that is already with you. It is something that is on your inside and it is calling out for you. So this week, or any time of the day that you're able to come in contact with it and that you can just take out time, take out some time, sit in silence. Ask, what kind of life would make me proud? What kind of life would make me proud? Don't rush the answers. Let it rise. Write it down. What kind of life will make me proud? What kind of life do I desire? Because vision is not just a goal. Vision is a reason to live. It is a fuel that drives you. So choose to live a life full of vision today. Choose to live a life full of vision today. Perhaps you are struggling to even grasp all of this. It's fine. Take your time. Take it gradually. Perhaps you really want to step into this thing called vision, but you don't know how to go about it. You can send me a mail. You can message me. You can get in contact with me, and let's have a proper conversation. A one-on-one section will go a long way for you. But remember, you can start where you are. Live with intentionality. In that office, in that market, anywhere that you are, in that supermarket, anywhere that you are, start there and live with intentionality. It's going to make sense at the end of the day. So I hope you're able to get answers to those questions. And I hope this podcast is able to spark something on your inside. Please do well to share with your friends. Like, subscribe, share with others, and do well to give your feedback so we can even know how we can do better. Alright, so thank you once again. My name is Oluwatomisin, Mayowa-Emmanuel, and I'm the anchor of Oluwatomisin Speak Podcast.